Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the Snake, the Viper, and ClassicPro is starting. It's starting with the first game in the tournament for both, and we have Arabia, and this is ClassicPro as a red, the Viper as a yellow. One small thing and a small detail, Mr. T. West. ClassicPro always play with yellow color, but he let the Viper get yellow color. That's a signal of some respect. What do you think?
Signal of respect. Not going to try to beat him to that yellow color and play mind games, just gonna let him have it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a small, anecdotic, but it's a small thing, because they always usually play both with a yellow color. But being said that, let's check the map. We have Franks for ClassicPro, red in the south. What do you think about the map from ClassicPro, Mr. T. West?
The first thing that jumps out at me is that gold in the back on the hill. Kind of a mixed bag of good that it's in the back, but bad that there's that big hill next to it. Other than that, he has kind of that crater map where you're in the south and you have that big hill at the front. If Viper gets some archers there, that could be difficult for ClassicPro to push back. Also the berries too by a hill.
Oh man, super hilly. And what about the Viper? I would say similar, right?
Yeah, fairly similar, but for him, gold is forward. Yeah. Stone in the back, which could be good if Mayans want to go plumes, but we're probably not going to see that in a 1v1 these days. I'd worry about that gold by those two hills.
Okay. And wallable, I don't feel that this is a really wallable map. I will say that I prefer ClassicPro map, even if it's not the greatest.
Yeah, I feel like the maps are pretty similar, but it's just that gold that's forward for Viper could give him some trouble.
Okay. For now, but look at this. Not even 3 minutes, already 17 population. They are about to go up in 1 minute.
Yeah. And also, Viper did build the mill this game. He's not going to try to skip it like Valis did.
Okay, completely different build order. We can see, good point. Good point for Mr. T. West. 3 villages on wood only. 3 villages on wood. Oh, this is a small difference with the build orders right now.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, 3 villagers for both players.
Yeah, but with the scout, you expect
Viper still hasn't found 2 of his goats.
Okay. Yeah, the one in the front. Didn't find it. Okay. Now he's adding the 4th. Maybe they have been practicing, checking that you can afford that. It's okay. If you don't want to make an early barrack, it's probably going to be fine. 19 population going up 4 minutes. Well, we still have... What I like it is that we still have 3-4 minutes to analyze the game. It's the only problem that I see with Empire Wars. Like, you cannot really check anything. They go right away for...
You jump into it so fast.
Exactly. It's nice to have the aggression, but you cannot check anything, analyze. Even the players, you cannot really plan a strategy sometimes. You see the civilization and you think, oh, stable, archery range opening fast. Well, but still, it's completely different, and we need to focus now in what we have. What we have is the Viper with 2 Lambrequins at the back, berries, not on gold yet. He will have to go. He's kind of exposed. And point of view from the Viper, he's trying to find his opponent. He didn't yet. Yeah, it's a snake.
Yeah, well, he didn't, because there's 2 goats right in that black area at the front of his base that he hasn't scouted. He's just missed them by 1 tile.
Oh my god. So unfortunate, man. Well, and it's important because he's 2 goats that resources last longer for the Mayans.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's even worse. Okay, and now we see the eagle coming. He has the barrack. He's gonna go scout, it seems. So, scout opening? I mean, or you think archer would be better? Scout seems to be the logic here. The standard.
Yeah, scouts for ClassicPro makes sense. He's the Franks, and he also hasn't taken any of that gold yet.
Oh, very quick up. Still, now with the barrack might see those 2 goats, maybe. Let's see. Well, I don't know. I have disabled the music. I think with a co-caster, disable the music is better. I will check the bot to see the medieval Total War music in the background. But if you people like it, I might consider bringing back. But I think with the co-caster, this is better. Didn't lame those goats. This is starting to be too much respect, Mr. T. West.
I know. He just left them there. Now Viper's going to pick them up. And Mayans, since their goats last longer, they're going to get back to the TC before he would have needed to take them anyway. So yeah, I agree. Too much respect for Viper in these games.
I mean,
it's not a ranked game where you can just leave your opponent
exactly.
or
No,
send their
I mean,
resources back.
TWS, you are in a tournament game, you have to limb everything. I mean, if I can't limb your TC, I take it. You know, everything. No? I mean...
You know, maybe Classic Pro is just confident. He thinks I don't need to lame the Viper to beat him.
Okay, good point. Good point. Let's see. Well, he's walling now. I mean, Franks is an amazing civilization too, you know. But in a long game, do you see the Franks beating the Mayans?
I feel like the Franks want to, similar to the Chinese, make that push in the Castle Age, where they have their Knight bonus. It can be difficult to deal with a big mass of Halbs and Archers in the late game if you're playing with the Franks.
Yeah, for now the Viper has wall completely on the left, not till the edge of the map, but he's more or less safe. And now we have... okay, this is looking... Well, for now, they are trying to attack, but he can't attack now. And Viper, the Archers is still on the archer range. He's trying to gather a good amount of them and to go forward. Remember that the pick of this map has been Classic Pro. So he picked Arabia, not the Snake, Mr. TWS.
Yep, and he might have just wanted something he was very familiar with, as he seems to be having a pretty good opening picking off these spears, using the hills to get the attack bonus while poking
Very
at them.
nice, actually. Very nice. He's gonna wall now. Okay. He's walling at home, but those scouts might do some damage. It was a little bit late there, and now the Viper is gonna lose that village probably. He's gonna save it. What? Well, he lost one, saving the others, but he's still so many scouts here. So many scouts here is how many? Well, 6 scouts, spears and archers. But the problem is that, like this, the problem for the Viper is that Classic Pro is completely safe at home, and that's great.
Yeah, absolutely. And these are Frank scouts, so they do have extra HP. And the more spears they pick off, the longer they'll be able to run around. And they can find those, when you have 6 scouts, you can find spears one at a time and take decent fights against them. As long as you have these hills, he's going to do it again. Okay, let's see. The scouts keep going, trying to pick up. Look at the KD. Look at the KD. Classic Pro 5-0. 5-0.
He keep one volley. He's now trying to also... He took probably 4 spears, but now those scouts might be in danger. Not really, because they have the mobility is going away quite fast. Okay. It's playing really good.
And now, yeah, on the other side, he's coming forward with skirms. He has made that archery range addition. And let's see, doesn't have any upgrades on them yet. And we'll need probably fletching before he can really take fights, and maybe even armor against the archers. But Viper has to force up a tower. He knows his gold is vulnerable, and this is the only way he can keep it safe.
Yeah, well, he has a still good army here. Now this army is better for the Viper for sure. He got the fletch in those skirmishes, not gonna help a lot. He need to go back. Yeah, and that tower is gonna be absolutely good. Really, really good for the Snake. Okay, I mean... But look at the economy for Classic Pro.
He's getting
really
close
good
to the Castle Age.
Yeah, he's almost
I think
going
the key
there.
for the Viper so far is he's lost a lot of those spears, but hasn't lost any of his archers. He's keeping that mass alive, and he wants to turn that to crossbows eventually, but still, his food isn't anywhere near that high, only at a 200. Looks like Classic Pro will be up first.
Yeah, and then double stable. He didn't make too much, only a couple of skirmishes. Well, 4 because he lost 2 in front. And now Viper need to attack, but if he's wall, if Classic Pro is wall, then Classic Pro is in a much better position. I don't know what you think.
I think he's in it. He's done everything he wanted to do early on. He annoyed the Viper, got that Vil kill, harassed the eco, and now he just needs some way to counter this forward archer mass as he advances to the Castle Age, just clicking up right now.
And I believe the Viper knows that his opponent is up. The score has dropped it. So is this a hole? Come on!
It's a hole.
Come on! Aye. Well, the archers are going, but it's true that he reacts quite fast. Now need to move to the right area. At least he's delaying a little bit. Well, not a big deal. The hole is not in the worst position, Mr. T West.
Yeah, not a big deal. His TC was right there to defend against it. I don't know, maybe he even left that there on purpose so he could move the scouts in and out.
Okay.
He only has this one area where he needs a house near the palisade, and he'll be very well walled.
That's a good point. Anyway, Mayan's economy, which is also good. He's now walling all the map. He's mining stone. You were talking about maybe not going to do Plum March, but he has 2 villages of stone. It's true that he made a tower, so he want to have a stone to make TCs. It's only 2 villages. Now the market and the Viper is clicking up. It's 1 minute 40 seconds. Not a big problem for the Viper, but still Classic Pro can have a second TC running. He should be fine still, Classic Pro, with a small lead.
Yeah, he just needs to find some way to get enough HP on this house to keep the archers out. Viper's doing a good job of hitting the villagers as they try to build it. But it looks like he'll finally turn away and go for the lumber camp. Now the skirms come out.
Yeah, but it's not too much that he made the +1/+1 for the skirmishers.
You know, that is a pretty big investment, especially if he wants to go for knights. But, you know, against the mines, in the long run, you might want that anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my god, he took everything. Look at the KD. Whoa! The KD is quite impressive here by Classic Pro. And now, he's gonna do the knights. He's doing bot Arrow. I'm not
He wants
sure.
it for the skirms.
Okay. Yeah, but I insist. It's a little bit too much because he has killed already almost all the archers. So why you don't wait a little bit? You are ahead, being castle. Maybe he could wait a little and then make the upgrade after. I don't know. I mean,
do Bosaw first.
Yeah, well, he's doing Bozo still. Extra TC right now, but the archers are here. Oh man, the timing, the momentum now for the Viper is amazing. He's gonna take 1 billion now. Just when he was doing the TC, out of position, Viper just jumping there, and he's gonna take 4 billions probably. Wow, this is really good for the Snake.
And here come the knights, but a bit too late. There's that 3 vills going down. Can he get one more?
He's trying to do it now.
Go for the low HP one.
He won't. Well, that was, for example, when you check the KD, you feel like, oh, 17-8. Quality KD for the Viper, Mr. T West.
Well, he got the vills.
Yeah.
And no, that was, as you pointed out, Bodkin arrow for Classic Pro, but still he died to archers. So things were going very well for him until those 3 archers got to that TC.
Yeah,
and it's only 3 archers. It's not like it was a big army, but they did so much damage.
And Bodkin Arrow, when you have 5 skirmishes, I mean, it's 200 food or 100 gold, correct me if I'm wrong. It's a lot. Like, he could have done Wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow even, and...
Especially if you go knights.
Yeah. Okay. And the knights don't have any upgrade. So, the knights will have a +1.
Armor on the knights.
Yeah, should be +1. Anyway, let's keep going. Wheelbarrow, heavy plow, 1, 2, 3 tone centers right now for the Snake, which is absolutely fantastic for him, but 3 TCs as well for Classic Pro. The game, pretty close.
I like how Classic Pro is healing up his scouts here. He'll be able to keep them alive for much longer. They were all very low on HP.
Yeah, he got all now healed completely, as you mentioned. The Knights is still trying to find some hole, but I see a castle and Blue March is coming.
Yeah.
It will happen.
You don't see it that often. Usually you see the mines going for crossbows nowadays, but we might get some plumes.
Oh my god, the conversions. I hate the random time for the conversions. He was super close to the palisade and he still didn't get converted. You know, sometimes they are instant. Well, it happens.
Sometimes
we
you
might
get
see the
lucky.
plumes. And where he's gonna make the castle, the Viper? On the goal? Close to the tower? At the back?
On that forward gold.
He has the stone already. Let's. Oh,
You know,
by
you
the
could also
way,
put it on the hill by that stone and secure the back 2 golds.
it's better, I think, the castle there, because look at the gold. Those 2 golds are quite unprotected. And since you have a tower already at on the main goal, a castle there on that hill might be great. Village Viper is still ahead and he's gonna make it. He's doing the castle there. Okay, he need to wall. Let's see if the Viper gonna see the knights coming. Because I think that's open. I think that's open. Viper, 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 Viper. The Viper is gonna fail the Snake.
Viper.
Oh my god. Well, a little bit of a Titanic here because he could wall that really easy. He didn't. Now the knights are coming, but he got a couple of monks. He's now going to come. Ooh, 3 nice conversion.
Yeah, that was
2?
a nice use of the town center, too, to get the monks in there.
Yeah. I mean,
A little bit of revenge now. Classic Pro lost some vills on his TC, now gets some vills on that castle, but Viper smartly going to wall it up and finish the castle.
well, but that's okay. I mean, T-West, this game is going for Imperial. No?
It is. And you know, interesting thing about Franks and Mines. Mines have their stone last longer. Franks have cheaper castles. You can end up seeing lots of castles all over the map from both these civs.
Yeah, okay, we'll see. We'll see. It's still 5 villas on stone only for Classic Pro. Well, only. He's doing all the upgrades. Hand card, gold mine and upgrade, stone mine and upgrade. Oh, man. His economy is really, really good right now, T-West. I would love to see Paladins, man. Really. Imagine 1v1 Paladins. Holy moly.
It's expensive, but in the right situation, it can work. You see both players pretty similar on Vil counts, only handcart there for Classic Pro. Otherwise, both players have their bowsaw, their heavy plow, and I think they're just content to boom and go imp.
Would you do 3 TCs into imp, or being Franks will make a 4-tone center?
Depends on how you want to play it.
Sorry,
if you want to go heavy into the cavalry, I like the 4th town center.
Check this, man. He's trying to go for the relic. The monks are now, the knights are coming now. He's gonna take the relic here. He's trying to convert. There's 2 monks more coming. There's the war of the monks. He's blocking the monk with the other. He's blocking the monks. Classic Pro is microing the monks, you know, to the Viper to avoid that he was converting the knights.
That was great.
I like it. That was nice, man. Okay.
Yeah, those monks are still chasing down that other monk. He gets a conversion on the plume.
Okay.
I mean, right back.
It's just nothing for the game, but it's fun. Well, the answer is clear. He's going 3 TCs up to Imperial. But ATVL is going up to Imperial with Franks. It looks to me too little economy. And he has no buildings to go up.
Yeah, if you want to go up with the Franks, remember, your army is more expensive. You're going for the knight line instead of the archer line. And here comes a few plumes from the Viper, too, just being annoying on that stable.
Okay, he's on the way to Imperial, but man, he's up to Imperial in the main TC after 2 village queue. If you really want to go up, oh man, don't queue the village, man. He's still not going up because he queued those. Viper now has 7 villages more. He's gonna start to make the upgrades. You will need a castle, of course, but the snake will have the resources soon to go up. It looks like he doesn't have because of the gold, but he can unqueue the plume archers, and his food is already very strong as well, with 35 farmers. So this is gonna be an Imperial battle. And what is the following here now from Classic Pro? Is he gonna be able to afford good cavalry with 3 TCs?
Well, he's doing husbandry. It looks like that's what he wants to do. He's adding in more stables. He has secured 3 of the relics so far, so in the long run, he'll have some gold. But it's still very expensive once you get to imp. And oh, these plumed archers are going to try to run past the TC.
Okay, we see now the second caster forward that I like it is in top of that hill. He's now raiding with the plumes. He's doing some good damage, the Viper, with the plumes. He has killed already 6, but he's gonna kill 7 already. He's taking more. He's raiding and his opponent do not notice. Those are with ballistic now. He's raiding with few archers. T-West is doing a brutal value. Those are 6 villages, those 3 archers only. 6.
Again, that same location, sneaking a few archers past that TC that Classic Pro just didn't notice, and still is going to get in on the wood line before the knights come.
Yeah, and the Viper is now on the way to Imperial. Viper is feeling really confident with this kind of gameplay. I mean, we all know the Viper, and he loves to be with his safe economy and try to go for, you know, for the middle castle late push in Imp even, and, well, like a hammer there.
And he's up by 20 vils, too.
Yeah. Yeah, 20 villas. Classic Pro has 3 relics. Now with the plumes, he's trying to kill those knights. The knights are +2, but now just wait. You're gonna be in Imperial in 15 seconds. Wait, but exactly what we were talking. He's in Imperial, but look at his resources. He really doesn't have economy to probably even make Cavalier and +4.
No, he doesn't. That's a lot of gold. He's going for a forward castle, which is cheap for the Franks, but he needs that cavalry to fight the plumes. Franks, remember, they don't get either Bracer or the final Archer armor upgrade, so their skirmishers aren't really that good, and that's where they can struggle against these strong Archer civs.
Well, the skirmishes are basically Castellets skirmishes, except that they get chemistry, right? That's it.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, that's the real problem. Yeah, well, but he's doing the +4. The problem is, he is wasting some knights before he's doing the castle. Okay, he has to really be careful here. And let's see what he's gonna what is gonna happen, because the Viper is, with 150 population, is really in a dominant position here. It's crazy, man. He has been just playing a standard. Yeah. Sorry, what you say?
Viper's prepared for a long game here. He's stonewalling, getting the western side of the map secured, and he knows that he has the advantage right now in terms of his army, and ClassicPro really is going to need to get those upgrades on his Cavaliers, and he's not going to be able to afford Paladin. Look at those resources.
Yeah, and the problem is, look at the Viper population now. The score also 1,000 score difference. I really don't know. And Halbardier right away, I don't know what he can do right now, honestly. I really don't know what he can do, because having now Halbardiers and Plumes, with the amount of army he has, ClassicPro is in a timer. He's really on a timer. The score is still close, but when the halves are there, if he's taking this battle and lose those Cavaliers, might be the game. I mean, I don't know what you think, but he can't really do too much.
Here's his opportunity. Bracer hasn't come in yet. It's just about to finish, but those Cavaliers have their armor. Those Plumes are only going to do 2 damage right now. You really need the halves in this fight, and he doesn't have too many out yet. This might be... If he takes a fight, he might be able to clean the halves and win, but it's going to be tough.
Well, those Halbardiers are without Abris, but he's getting close to the castle. He got so many. It's coming with a lot. He's having a lot now. He's losing everything. I mean... he's gonna lose everything, and now Cavaliers, 16 Cavaliers trying to get the kill. The Trebuchet is there, but those are Plume Archers and halves. He's gonna lose all the Cavaliers, and ladies and gentlemen, the Viper is, in my opinion, I don't know what you think, but seems to be taking the game. Yeah,
that was a really good engagement from him, and there's the GG from ClassicPro.
Yeah, like, don't you think that he tried to kill like too fast? He probably overcommit. I don't know, but it seems that the Viper, well, he just plays safe and dominate. And ClassicPro with 3 TCs, he didn't need to go that quick.
Yeah, he didn't really have the eco for those Cavaliers. The 3 TC play into Imp is hard to maintain the cavalry units. And Viper had enough Plumes out. Plumes can be a bit risky, because remember, they do have that 1 less attack than the Arbalest line, but he just got Bracer in before that fight happened.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might want to go for the fast Cav against Plumes before they can get their Imp upgrades, but the timing there didn't work out for ClassicPro.
Well, it was a minute, almost 2 minutes faster in Imperial, but it's still without the greatest economy. The Viper got at the end over 3,000 resources more. So definitely, ClassicPro, I think he needed 4 TCs, you know? I really think so. Anyway, we're going to jump into game number 2. And let's see, because game number 2 is about to happen, and it's gonna be what gonna be in game number 2. Let's see if, the score is not updated in the draft. Come on, Rainbow, my friend. Well, he's doing a lot of things, and he probably is a little bit slow there, but I can update myself.
Yeah, I'm sure he has lots of things to do too.
Yeah, I can update myself. Let's go. All right, so what now, Mr. T West? Because after a really meta game, because it was a meta game, like ClassicPro didn't do anything special to try to beat the Viper in this game, and then the Mayans dominate.
Yeah, he just tried to play standard, and so did the Viper, and he just did it a bit better. Next, it looks like they have Gold Rush selected in the lobby.
Okay, so the game is gonna be...
I was thinking Viper might have wanted to save Mayans for the Gold Rush. I'm not sure what civ he'll pick here.
Yeah, well, Gold Rush, another new map, Mr. Actually, all the remaining maps are new from yesterday and today. We didn't see any of them yesterday, and not in the previous city. So we are lucky, Mr. T West. We are really lucky, actually.
Absolutely. I was kind of hoping we'd see migration again, just so we could see that we fixed it. But I'm happy with these maps too.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to see if he's fixed it. I prefer the maps, you know. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be, as always, honest 100%. You know. So if I prefer something, I just want to see that. And honestly, all these maps, even for example, my favorite water map is Baltic. I think it has a lot of possibilities.
That's
map.
one of my favorite maps too.
Yeah,
I love Baltic.
It's very nice. So we have Gold Rush. What civilization there?
Byzantines are an option for Classic Pro. So are Britons. Not sure about Burgundians. Gold Rush, sometimes you want to go for the unique unit civs where you can get your unique units in the middle. And you might also want to go for those faster imp archer civs so you can control the middle early on. For Viper, Hindustanis are an option. Not sure about the other civs.
Well,
maybe Berbers if he wants to go camel archers, but I think Hindustanis for him.
You only have to click right now. You only have to click on the spectator because in the 50 seconds they are going to start. Ladies and gentlemen, Classic Pro versus TheViper, and tomorrow Jordan versus Tout, and MBL versus Hera. And we have the civilizations: TheViper, Hindustanis, Classic Pro, Britons. Back in the days when it was Indians, we would say, oh, Britons better. But now, do we still say the same, the West?
Well, I don't know. We would have said the same about the Mayans earlier, but we've seen how that's flipped. I haven't seen Britain's Hindustanis as much as Mayans Hindustanis, but I imagine you might have some of the same mechanic where the Ghulams can counter the archers, but the Britons, they do have that better champion line. One of those things you'd see in the past is Britain's Goths, where the Britons could go for champions and have some success with that. So I'm interested in seeing how the Civ matchup plays out.
Yeah, but Classic Pro need to play, in my opinion, a little bit more aggressive. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to find out very soon, because the game is just starting, and you can see how the Viper is just warming up his hands, because this is the game number 2. And we have Classic Pro as a Briton that we mentioned. But look at this generation. They are closer probably than they will expect. It's a very interesting one. It's in the south, then in the north, or on the right side in your monitor. Well, more in the north, the Viper with Hindustanis. And so far, those ships are booked? No, because it's open. The ships are the for the Viper. And I like Viper map a lot, Mr. T West.
You know, I think they both have decent maps. Gold Rush is one of those maps where sometimes you have a really safe map with the forests that you can wall up and get away with a fast castle. And sometimes it's more open. I think Classic Pro's map is probably a bit more open than Viper's, but still, he's kind of got that same thing with a gold and a stone in the back on the left. That'll be safe if he goes for some walls. And like we've seen with these maps so far, many different ways you can play the map. You can try to go aggressive in the feudal age, or you can try to go for a fast castle and concentrate more on taking the middle.
Okay, and then we have the map for Classic Pro. It's also fine. Like the berries are easy wallable. That wood on the right where the 2 ships left are there, you can wall close to the edge of the map. The golds are on the left. One stone that is also safe. On the left, you can wall that small gap between the 2 big forests. So, Castle Age aggression then? Oh, or feudal aggression, because we see Classic Pro already with a barrack.
Looks like he wants to go aggressive in the feudal age then. And once again, we're seeing the barracks go down before the mill. So players are adapting to this new 9 villager start with different builds. Very nice.
Let's check the Viper. Did he find his ships? No. But this is open and he can see it. And, well, it's 200 food. Hindustan is cheaper village, but you want to find all the resources. It's true that, well, since you start with 9 villages,
oh, yeah, that's a great forest generation.
Which one?
He's got one little tile and has to go back.
Yeah, and it has to go back. Well, it's what it is, man. It's what it is. Blame the creator of the maps, right?
Yeah. Yep. You can blame me for any weird maps.
Yeah. Well, I mean, actually, except some of the more custom maps, this is basically the standard Gold Rush, just with the 9 villages, yeah. No? Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I think Gold Rush is exactly that, just the standard DE map with 9 villagers.
Yeah. So we blame DE better. Okay. Oh, he's almost trying. No. I thought he was trying to block it, but he didn't. Well, for now, the 3 militias. I mean, when you do this Premier Rush, usually, well, lately, from really seems chaotic, probably we saw more 2 militias than 3. But Classic Pro now, Tato yesterday, and well, Valas before, committing a lot in the militias, Mr. T West.
Yeah. And one other thing for Classic Pro, his 3 zebras are right next to his berries. So with that mill, he can take them, and they're very close to his vills. That'll help when you need the extra food for that drush.
Okay, let's see if the Viper gonna see the militias coming. He can see it already. Is he gonna notice the snake? Is he gonna notice the snake? Well, he did. Now he saved the village, and he's going away, and he's gonna make another house. Got it. And another one gate. Okay. This guy is an architector, man. He's an architector. I'm telling you,
Yeah, you can see that one Vill was bugging out. He wanted to place the wall, and she was on top of it, so he moved her away to get the wall and still figured out a way to keep her safe.
But the West, with all this, Viper is in feudal age, but what he can do? He has no wood.
Yeah, you can't make a stable or a range.
But no wood?
And, oh, that's a good point.
No wood?
Yeah, I don't know what he's going to do from here. He had to spend a lot of wood on those quick walls, too. So if you look at his population, he's 21 out of 35. He has a lot of extra houses.
Yeah, and actually the 2 Lumberjacks maybe wasn't the ideal. He didn't find the 2 ships. Also, he didn't take the Zebras. If now Classic Pro is going and take the Zebras down, it's definitely going to be bad for a potential transition to Castle Age. And now Classic Pro is going for Castle Age, or he won't have the resources. Look at his economy and his village number.
Yeah, I don't know how to read the eco at this point with the 9 Vill start. I haven't really seen that many fast castles on the standard maps. But, Gold Rush is a map where you can do it. And Drush FC, look at these walls he has. Looks like he wants to go for it.
Yeah, well, he has 2 bullies on the queue. He's putting himself the server really far. And I really believe that Viper is not going to do anything else. Probably is just going to go for, I put in quotes, some feudal boom, try to get economy and try to go Castle Age. Well, I'm wrong. He's doing an archery range now. But this mess up a lot the Viper start.
Yeah, Viper's running his scout into Classic Pro's TC. Will take a bit of damage there, but get away. Key for Viper is that he got in before Classic Pro finished that wall, so he can scout and see if Classic Pro is going for that fast castle or going for that feudal military. And it looks like he's throwing down a range. And only has 3 on food, so I don't know if he'll be able to click up if he wants to go for that fast castle. And do a double bit axe, but it looks like he's going to stay feudal.
Yeah, it's no fast castle. They keep going. Well, and what Viper is doing is gathering information as well. He see that his opponent is fully walled, but when he see Classic T-West, that Classic Pro doesn't have any farm, and doesn't have that much, I think he knows that his opponent is also not going to for a fast castle.
Yeah, that's true. But you have to remember, with all the extra, like you start with the extra vills and you still have the standard sheep, you might be able to pull off some build orders without needing to put down farms as early as you do normally.
Yeah. Okay, well, but with 3 militia, now the skirmish is going to make a palisade gate. I think they will eventually go for Castle Age. Don't think they will do a lot of farming, or they will. I mean, they are not too far, actually.
Yeah, it feels like there's not going to be very heavy feudal aggression.
Yeah, I mean...
Especially not from the Viper with only 1 range.
Yeah, well, I mean, we know that it's really important the middle. Like, with feudal army, if you fail and your opponent is going for castle and take the middle control, maybe you're gonna be in a situation that is gonna be impossible for you to come back in this game. For me, this is a semi-open map, but it's also a semi-clone map. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I think that this particular generation, like, we can see how Classic Pro was so greedy with his walls, just using those forests to make it closed. It's like a do-it-yourself arena.
Yeah. I mean, he's fully walled completely. The 2 militias are going to be bye-bye, but Viper economy is a little bit better. Why? He has a horse collar. I kinda don't agree with the fletching here by Classic Pro, because seems your opponent already have skirmishes and... Well, it's not walled yet. Well, maybe he can do some damage. He got 4 archers. Well, only 2 skirmishes and without fletching. Maybe he can do something here. Classic Pro. Actually,
yeah,
he can really do it.
Viper's going for a big wall, but it probably won't be up in time by the time those archers get there. They're really close now.
No. I mean, it's not gonna be in time. At least Oh, Classic Pro is trying to go all over around to surprise, but his wall... No. Okay, he's coming now. He's coming. I was like, come on. You have to go there now. And there we go. He's gonna be able to... okay. The archers are there, and the Viper in some problems now. One village down. He found the ships, yes, but now he can take it. It was greedy, man.
I just gives him right back to Viper.
Yeah. I mean, Viper was greedy here with the walls. Now he's gonna make some houses. Obviously, with the schemes he will hold. And now Viper is on the way to castle it. But this is good for Classic Pro. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I think that fletching definitely did pay off with being able to snipe that Vil. And he's just about to click up himself, too, so he won't be that far behind.
Yeah, and he forced Viper to go away from his economy for quite a while. So, at the end, it's worth it. Efficiency Classic Pro, 72%. The Viper, 60%. So, well, it's getting there. And now, 4 is ahead. He forced also 15 seconds idle TC. It is definitely okay, and a very close game right now.
Yeah, and now the question is always, if you're the Britons, what are you going to do when your opponent goes full skirm? Do you try to out-micro them with the crossbows? Do you try to add in a stable or a siege workshop as a complement to your archers? Viper is trying to get some map control by pushing forward against these archers. He has to try not to overextend too much, though, because he's going to run into a good 8 archers here on this hill.
But that's the problem also here, like... if you also decide to go stable with Britons against a civilization that has those crazy camels, it's tricky situation here for Britons, no? Like, you don't know what to do.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess the one good thing, though, is that the Hindustanis don't have knights, so if you want to go really heavy into the archers, the only real opposition you'll face is those skirmishers. Okay, well, the Viper is going already for... clearly a brutal boom. Oh my god. Heavy plow, bozo, and 2 extra tone centers. I mean, the snake is just booming like a beast. So, Classic Pro, yeah, they got cheaper TCs, but still. Hey, he's getting delayed there. Denied there for the skirmishers. Extra tone center too. He can do 2 extra TCs as well. So they might do the same approach. It looks like this. Yeah, and so far, Viper has only made those 4 skirmishers, not really investing anything into his army, only now adding in a couple more. Classic Pros had to go for all these archers. Let's look at that wood line at the right. Can the crossbows do some damage here?
I mean, those archers are snipers. They are from Britons. Even if you don't get botkin, you got the extra range. 1 Valer down. And now he denied that wood line. Well, he can go to the left. That's truth. But... Again, Vil is not working.
Vil down, but no ballistics yet, so only 1.
Okay. I don't think he's gonna make ballistic. Not with this situation. And I don't know if now the Viper will do a siege workshop. He moved them there. Well, I mean, I like Classic proposition because he has also 3 TCs and he has, obviously, right now a better army. Because those skirmishers, they are not elite and they don't have botkin.
Yeah, you really do need your upgrades on the skirmishers to fight crossbows, and especially those Briton crossbows. Now, the one thing to keep in mind is if Viper does try to go for that defensive TC, the Briton crossbows outrange the mangonels, so it's not as clear how to defend them unless you're really going heavy into the skirms. Oh, and here come the lions to attack the skirms. That could actually be pretty bad due to the minimum range.
Okay, we'll see what is gonna happen. He's doing least skirmishes, he's trying to get inside. At least now he can deny something, but those least skirmishes might do the job. But what he wants is to probably deny his economy. Right now, Viper has 0. Literally 0 villages on gold, which is obviously good. The economy for Classic Pro is a little bit more imbalanced. He has so much gold, but well, you can always use the market. So this is a good aggression here by Classic Pro that is booming also with 3 TCs, so... this is a good work here by Classic Pro, Mr. T-West.
Yeah, but here, you see those skirmishers hanging out just outside the walls, waiting for their upgrades to come in. Once we see Botkin, Viper's going to try to engage.
Yeah, I mean, now the blood is gonna be on Viper's side because he's gonna take all the archers. But well, I mean, he got those archers. He had to do something with them. I don't know if he achieved too much, but he's trying to make the best trade possible. So, I mean, if he got those, at least Skirmishes is expensive, Botkin is expensive as well. Well, ClassicPro didn't spend on Botkin. It's true that ClassicPro, no Bozo, no heavy plow. That's the biggest thing here.
Yeah, Viper has those eco upgrades, and I really like the way he took that fight, letting the archers walk in. And the one thing that the Britons have is their range advantage, but if you trap the crossbows between the skirmishers and those TCs, then they can't dodge and use their range and run away.
Okay, and now we have...
You're on the hill, you might take a better fight with the crossbows.
But he's doing a Mangonel. That he has a market? I don't think that he has a market, ClassicPro, right? No.
I don't see one.
Yeah, he has 1,000 gold. You need the market, man. You need to balance that economy, make the average that you are missing. Because 1k gold right now is definitely not the way to go. Don't know what you think.
Yeah, also, one thing to point out, no Bodkin arrow for ClassicPro, only fletching.
I don't know if I will do it at this point. Like, since your opponent has a lot of skirmishes, they are with Bodkin, he's even doing the +2 armor. You better go some siege and the crossbow, they have the range, and you will do it the range later. You can see the skirmishes now. Just send one volley to repair, and when you make the market, just go and make a castle in top of that hill. I think this is exactly what ClassicPro want, to probably get the control in the middle. Okay, he has to be careful, but don't leave the Mangon alone only. He's now bought it some stone. The castle will be where? Just in the middle, in top of that hill? There you go. That's the castle. Yeah, population is very similar. Obviously, the economy is better for the Viper, but well, we know how important it is to have the hill here. The problem is, if the Viper is get to Imperial faster, then what? Doesn't matter the castle there. What?
Yeah, well, do you remember that it's on the hill, and that is a ridiculously tall hill in the middle. So if you have to defend in Imp, the Trebs are going to be at a hill disadvantage. They're not going to be doing as much damage as normal. So it can buy you a bit of time being up there first.
Yeah, but that man gonna shot at the west, like he took all the skirmishes there. He took all the skirmishes there. I mean, right now, you don't want to make any Botkin anymore. What he wants is to go up to Imperial as soon as possible. He got 2 Mangonels, the crossbows, and remember that at some point here, the resources are gonna be really limited. You know what I will do if I am ClassicPro right now? I will stop doing villages and go up. Because, yeah, I mean, you see the castle there? You need to be up to Imperial faster than the Snake. Is the chance here.
Yeah, exactly. You want to be the first one to have your Trebs. And if you are ClassicPro and you can keep your army advantage, you could even move your Trebs forward onto that hill in the middle and have a hill advantage in trebbing down Viper's castle.
Okay. 2 Mangonels. Archers going around. Okay, he's trying to... Yeah, but look at Viper Echo, man. He can't be up faster. I mean, the Viper don't have wheelbarrow, but heavy plow, bozo, 92 villages. It's only 4 villages more. Okay. But the timing, the momentum in this kind of map is even more important than in other maps. It's true that ClassicPro, sorry guys for the most, ClassicPro can go up in a moment.
He's close to clicking up, and he's going to have a second castle, while at the same time still raiding Viper's base on the right.
Do you like that castle?
This castle on the right is right next to Viper's second gold in his base. He only has that gold left in the middle of his base here. If he can control this in Imp, it's going to be hard for Viper to get the gold he needs to make Gulams or whatever other unit he wants to push with.
Okay. For now, ClassicPro is still not mining any gold. He's on the way to Imperial, and he's only 50 seconds behind. He's gonna go champions. Supplies first, and then he will do the upgrades, because it's gonna cost all cheaper after the upgrade. I like that he's taking some farming there. Population is almost the same, but look at now the castle from the Viper on the left. That's why I don't like the second castle he did. I think ClassicPro should have done both castles in top of that hill. Because you denied all the gold for the Snake. Now, the Viper will be able to take that gold that is close to his castle, Mr. T West.
Yeah, that's a good point. There's nothing really stopping that those gold miners from just putting a mining camp there and mining under the castle. If you're going champions instead of longbows, you're not going to be able to harass those vills.
Okay, we have 2 mangonels. The Kronos is gonna take the TC down probably. He's gonna be in Imperial in a moment as well. Both players missing heavy blow. Nobody with the hand card because obviously they are at the limit right now with the economy. Let's see the micro here. The Gulams are gonna clean everything. And the mangonels as well. He was not fast enough here. I mean losing these mangonels for nothing is kind of bad. It's kind of bad, but let's see. Let's see what it's going to be. Because now, ClassicPro is gonna be in Imperial. He got stoned to make another castle, but that castle now for the Viper is what you needed to have there. Is the castle you needed there, ClassicPro. But the Snake is now doing the castle a perfect one. A really good one.
Men-at-Arms, Longsword not even in yet. It takes so long to get to that champion upgrade.
Yeah.
They'll fight the Gulams for now, but that castle, I don't think... Oh, here come the crossbows, though. I think that castle goes up.
Upgrades, I mean, I honestly think that the position of those castles it is the key, even more in a map like this. Because if the castle were where the Viper castle did, that would be completely different.
Yeah, and right now that castle sits on top of those barracks. Whenever the longswords try to pop out, the castle will shoot them down.
Yeah, but just look. The second castle that he's repairing now, what he achieved from there? You were talking about the second goal at home, but he's not even taking that one. Well, he's now trying to go raid, but he can't. 125 population, 161. Viper is just definitely with the huge, brutal advantage right now. That castle, well, he still have a stone, but he's losing the map control. Village is ahead. Military ClassicPro got nothing. No army at all. GG.
Oh,
yeah.
GG.
Well, I mean, it was a little bit disappointing because the approach, it was looking solid. But then, why that second castle there? Just keep the middle. No, I mean, I believe so.
Yeah, there's, you know, that castle, there's different ways he could have played that. Maybe he wanted to go full in the castle is just have more army so Viper couldn't get that castle on the left. It's just letting Viper get that extra map control, let him stay in the game.
Yeah, I mean, it was even more weird because he had the army. Viper got no army. I mean, he was doing the skirmishes, but he got 2 mangonels. Then the mangonels was attacking the farmers. Well, we all know that the most important, it's here in this map, just the control the gold in the middle. And they were fighting for that. He was playing for that, the Viper, the whole game, basically.
Yeah, and ClassicPro had a pretty good eco, collected even about 1,000 more gold than Viper did that game. But, yeah, but just, you know, the Gulams too. I'm still not sure what Britons want to do to fight the Gulams until they can get to a late game stage where they're making champions.
Well, to be honest, we have to say that Tato was telling yesterday that he thinks that these settings, the tournament is good for GL because there's a lot of maps and they will be prepared, you know. And obviously, if someone has a real good understanding for all the maps, decision making, that's the Viper.
Absolutely.
Like, seriously. The Snake. Right? Well, what is gonna be the next one? They are in the lobby, but I don't see it yet. We see the draft already there. It can be 4 Lakes, Hideout, or Baltic. What do you think it's going to be? I would like to see Hideout. I would like to see that. I want a chrome map.
I mean, I would like to see Baltic.
No, but, well, yeah. I mean, he can pick whatever, but I believe that Viper
being... can pick any, right?
Yeah, but being 2-0 ahead, you probably might want to pick your home map, just to, I don't know, to try something, to feel confident.
Yeah, it was his home map, but again, it's Baltic against the Viper, right? And he's if there's one player who's experienced on water maps, it's the Viper.
That's true. Yeah, but his opponent picked the water, so I don't know yet what is the map. Let me just check it. Maybe Mr. Roravimbo knows. Let me.
I just saw them pick Baltic in the lobby.
Okay. It's Baltic. Then it's Baltic, man. Okay. It's Baltic. That's gonna be the map. So he's picking. Okay, the ClassicPro map. So maybe he doesn't want to spoil himself some strategies that he has prepared. He's thinking, okay, I'm going to go for the other map and see how it goes.
Yeah, I feel like if there's one map Viper is confident on, it's going to be Baltic as an aggressive water map.
Okay. We're going to see. We're going to see because we have... What civilizations? I'm thinking about the civilizations now here. I think Mongols can be really good in Baltic for a super fast opening.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For Viper, I'm not sure.
Dravidians or Saracens? Saracens is very good. They are shooting faster as well. And with the market with Saracens can be great. I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, Saracens are one of those, not maybe the top tier water civs, but you'd see them a lot in the old team games with their faster firing galleys. Dravidians? I'm not sure about them. They're new. I've not really seen them played on Baltic before, I don't think.
Okay.
Verbers could also be a possibility with the faster moving galleys.
Well, but we can click it and check it out because they are already... And it's Saracens and Mongols. It makes sense to me. I mean, I like both for the map, but seriously, ClassicPro need to play better, Like... I know it's pretty obvious, but he has to play better in this one because the Viper has been playing really smooth, I believe, in both games. Not big mistakes,
yeah, And this is an opportunity where the Mongols, they use their hunt bonus and they like to go up really fast and get early water control. And Viper needs to hold until he can get enough galleys that his faster firing galley bonus matters. Sometimes on Baltic, you're close enough that you want to go for fire galleys instead of galleys.
Okay, obviously also the generations can mix a lot because Baltic can be really, really different depending on the generations, Mr. T West.
Yeah, sometimes you have a big lake in the middle, sometimes you have that tiny river that goes off to the side, and players need to choose where they dock. And you can also wall the sides, so there isn't as much room for landing like we saw on that islands map earlier.
Okay, let's see, because there is 20 seconds only. They are going to start in a moment. Remember that this is group stage. We're just starting the tournament. It's the opening game, so nothing is lost for any of the players. Obviously, here the favorite is really important for them to don't fail, because if you fail, your path for the bracket is gonna be really, really much more complicated. So you really need to secure the wins against, let's say, the underdog. But this is what, for now, the players are doing. The surprise was going to happen with Valas. It didn't happen at the end, and now we have, ladies and gentlemen, game number 3. ClassicPro as now blue Mongols, TheViper Saracens. He may be thinking that it didn't, it didn't go too well with the red. But man, look at this build order. The West, 6 villas on the lumber camp. 6 villas right away.
Yeah, immediately goes there.
Oh wow. I mean,
Viper, yeah, very different. Immediate lumber camp for the Mongols, only 2 to 3 vills there for the Saracens. And Mongols can try to click up really fast with their hunt, and looks like that's what ClassicPro is going to do, try to push in those Ibexes to the south of his TC while lowering that boar.
Yeah, deceiving too much at the same time, because his 4 villas, hopefully he's not going to kill. Okay, perfect luring, and now perfect luring as well, as you mentioned, with the Mongols. So he wanted to have the wood, but the Viper, look at this build order. Even without those villas on wood, but at the end, Viper got it too. Yeah, it got the stragglers, the lumber camp, and he's doing the dog faster than his opponent. You see how fast they make the dogs in 2 minutes. And well, this is not a map that you're gonna lane, but in other maps, the 9 villas start, it makes that you cannot really lane. So at some point, the games might be even more fair.
Yeah, and we see the docks coming up just at about the same time, and both players have at least 1 fish accessible. That's what you want in the Dark Age. And we have to keep an eye on the uptimes now. How quickly does the Mongol player click up with their faster hunt? As Classic Pro hasn't been taking sheep really, it's been all on the hunt, which is exactly what he wants.
Yeah, well, he should be so quick. Otherwise, he's gonna really lose the advantage to having the Mongol, because this is what you want, right? I mean, the generation is a standard one. They see now where the gap is, that you can wall on that side, or you just wall yourself with the wood line, that you have the Viper close to his stone center. But he's gonna make the loom. He's gonna go up 20 population. At least that he's doing another fishing ship. He's doing. Well, the Viper, it will take a while for the snake. I mean, the Mongols here is so dangerous, the West.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to finish that boar, move all of the vills probably to wood and gold on his way up. And yep, there's the feudal age already coming in.
Okay. He's going up super quick. The Viper just take now the second boar. He's going to make the loom and he will go up. It's going to be slower. And now he see the dock, so he can go right away. The next question. Galleys or fire galleys?
And that is a good question. The Saracen player probably does want to go for the galleys, but the Mongol could open with either. Baltic usually is close enough that they can go for the fires. But we see Classic Pro deleting a dock there.
Why?
I don't know what he was doing there.
Because I don't know what. And now he's doing again in the same spot. What the hell? Why he did that? I mean, he lost some wood also.
Know.
Yeah. Well, you should know, man. You're my co-caster. You need to know, man. Anyway, let's see what he's going to be.
Even me.
Yeah. Let's see what he's going to be. And, okay. 25 seconds. And it will be up. Let me see. Obviously, he knows where the dogs are from the Viper. Viper also know where the dogs are from Classic Pro. And he has 50 seconds. 50 seconds is basically 2 galleys that he can do. He's doing the fire galleys opening. I think this is the right call, because you don't want to compete against the Saracens galleys. It's true that the galleys kill faster the fishing ships, but, you know, you get the advantage there and you don't want to let the Saracens mass. But obviously, you are ahead. So is Viper going to make a third dock? This is the only way that he can catch up to West.
Yeah, being slower up means you can sometimes afford that third dock, but the scout over there for Classic Pro might be annoying to those vills. You see 2 dock galley for Viper versus the fire galley from the Mongols. And in the long run, I usually like the galley approach more than the fire galleys. Once you get 4 or 5 galleys with fletching, you take good fights against the fire galleys. Classic Pro is on a clock to do damage.
Okay. Let's see, because, well... Yeah, I was trying to open... I cannot, guys. I'm reading the chat, and I'm sorry, I cannot open the bettings myself, but guys, focusing the games is not the most important, you know? Yeah. There's nobody there to open the bettings. It's sad, I know, but, you know, what matters here is that the Viper is saving another villager, like always. What the hell? He saved the villager there.
And Classic Pro.
Oh, man.
He had the scout there, but he wasn't paying attention. That fire ship tried to kill him, but he'll be safe there. 3 HP. It took 1 hit from the scout.
He saved it, man. He saved the villager, and now what Classic Pro achieved, because he didn't kill any fire galley, and we see now the Viper massing galleys. But he has the fire galleys here. Viper is gonna have a hard time to mass our navy. Well, what he needs to go is to try to snipe the fishing ships to his opponent, because he cannot match the numbers.
Yep, and looks like that's what he's gonna do. Viper's going to head straight there, split the galleys up to find the docks faster, and there we go. He's gonna take out the fishing ships. Gonna run straight into the other pair of galleys.
Yeah, well, remember that they killed the fishing ship so fast. Now I need to go back. He took all the fishing ship, but he also killed the fishing ship to his opponent. So both killed the fish. Viper still have 1 alive. Now doing fletching. But Classic Pro also more navy. He should start to make galleys himself, or you think with fire galleys he's just fine?
No, that's always a good question. I feel like if you start with fire galleys, you can keep pumping them out. It can be hard to make that transition because you need to do fletching, and you need a good 4 or 5 galleys before they're really effective. So it's an expensive transition to make when you've already kind of won the water.
Okay. And now he's gonna take the scout thanks to Gunless. Oh, Viper is really on point here with the micro. He's doing the market. The market, Sars's market, remember. Population better for Classic Pro. He seems to have the control a little bit of the water. He's gonna take probably the docks. Yes. And the Viper is not sneaking. He's going with a scout, but Classic Pro didn't wall this area. Ooh, that village. But why he's not walling that area? That's open. He got the village there, so just wall completely. He walled close to the dock, but now the snake is using the market like crazy, trying to go up. Ooh. Oh, man.
Classic Pro might think that forest goes all the way to the edge of the map. He hasn't scouted there.
Yeah, but he saw the scout going in, so he knows that he's open. I mean, the scout was there and he was fighting with a villager. So, yeah, I'll look at the snake. He's on the way to Castle Age, man. Up to Castle Age. Yeah, but into what? He lost the water control? He has no stone? He has no sneak? What is he doing? He's now buying a stone and go boom?
Yeah, well, no docks for him? No military buildings?
Yeah, but with the galleys?
Just gonna have Castle Age? I don't know.
But he was with the galleys, he's killing the fish. Oh, God. That's amazing, actually, man. Really good. And Classic Pro is still not even close to go up. Aye. Well, he's doing outpost. Now he's gonna be in Castle, is the Viper, but without docks. Okay. Outpost. Yeah, well, he's gonna see all that area. He can't see everything in case that he's coming, but I don't know why he's not walling to West.
I don't know. And, well, 3 fishing ships left for Classic Pro. He's adding in more. And it's always a risk to add in more fishing ships if your opponent can get to Castle Age and eventually take them out. But looks pretty safe on the water so far for him. And can that one galley get a kill? Maybe it can get that low HP fishing ship, and I think it will.
Okay.
And just...
He's taking.
I agree with you. I don't know why he's not walled over there.
Yeah, he's taking. It's true that he's not gonna make any damage, but I really wonder what the Viper... Well, Viper is booming now. Look at the wood he has. He bought it 200 stone, and now he's gonna boom completely into a late game, probably.
Late game, try to retake the water, I guess. And he's done such a great job with these low HP galleys. Wants to pick off one last fishing ship. Oh, doesn't get it.
Yeah, well, but still, 10-3 Echo KD. So this is the thing here. You are... Oh, transport. He's gonna go aggressive, man. He's gonna go a transport ship, trying to kill. But can you explain me, T-West, how you kill a player that he will have now 4 TCs and he'll have Stone Sentinels in all the resources? TC on stone, TC on gold, TC on the berries and the wood. Like, seriously, how you do damage here?
Yeah, here, if you're Classic Pro, I think you just need to use the fish, get an eco advantage, and try to outboom the Viper. You have the water control, and there's really no reason why you'd ever give that up at this point. You try to get yourself walled on the sides, maybe even try to wall aggressively, keep Viper cornered back here, and just not let him back on the water. Oh, but you have a transport ship now.
But yeah, he's doing, and now the Viper see a barrack going up, so he knows that he's gonna get attacked. Then the Viper is doing the monastery. And then with the monastery, he will have monks just to counter the potential knights to convert, while in the meanwhile he will be booming like a beast. I don't know, I mean, he need to make the best land ever that we have seen, honestly. I mean...
And you not even convert the knights, monks can help convert the vills. And remember, Saracens, they do also have redemption like we saw earlier, if he ever wants to convert those forward buildings.
I mean, this is still fine because he has the fishing ships, but he's already 10 villages behind. 10 villages behind. The monks are going to spot that stable right away. And what is the following now for Classic Pro? TC, Siege Workshop, Monastery. Well. I mean, he see the stable already. Double stable. Whoa. So he's doing a scout. He has some good economy. The Siege Workshop, it's on the TC range. My goodness. Okay.
I don't see how Classic Pro manages to do damage. Viper has 4 TCs. There's nowhere for the Knights really to hit. Maybe slightly by the gold, but even that's covered. And Viper could just wall up that left-hand side. But
he was, to be fair, with Classic Pro, he doesn't know. You know, like we know, we see it, but he really doesn't know, right? So
That's true.
yeah. So let's see what is gonna happen. He's gonna take now the light caps, okay. The siege workshop is gonna be up or not? We'll see.
The monk can deny it. All the gates there.
Yeah, and now, oh my god. He's not letting make the siege workshop. I mean, ClassicPro is ahead in the score, but this is all because he did guild nets. He did some upgrades, economically talking. But right now, the Snake has 20 villages more. The siege workshop is up, okay, but now time to make redemption, maybe? Probably. At home, it's still no TC. He convert a villager. He's going to convert the other. Aye. He convert both.
There's the landing gone.
Oh, man. Okay.
But right now we have, what is this, 8 or 9 fire galleys on the water for ClassicPro. You want to win the water, but when you have 9 extra ships left over, that can be an indication you spent too much. Could have maybe been up faster, could have been booming as well. He does have these fishing ships, but that's about all he has going for him right now. This forward has been pretty well denied by Viper.
Yeah, well, those fishing ships are nice because they have the guild net upgrade is getting the food 25% faster, but they will still lose efficiency because the fish is gonna be farther from the docks. Being said that, the lighters are trying to raid. Those lighters got +1 armor. It's not taking too many from there. The Mangoles is there, but redemption in 10 seconds. Redemption is gonna be there in 10 seconds. And then he's also doing camels. Like, I mean, I like the idea of the aggression because I love to be aggressive here. But when you see that you are against a civilization like Saracens and you got the water control, you need to get advantage from it because you know that Saracens can defend really well.
Yep, and the monks, they don't have Sanctity yet, so they can die to 1 mangonel hit. We need that upgrade to finish coming in before they can really get the conversions. But this is the defense that Viper wants, monks and camels.
Oh.
Saracens are a good defensive civ, and Mongols aren't really the civ you think about pushing in the Castle Age.
And
there's the
GG. Oh boy. Well, this is what you call a total and brutal domination. A total and brutal domination. The Viper usually start a little bit, not shaky, but you know, the first game, the first series usually are not his best in the tournaments. Pretty much in almost all the tournaments I have hosted, you know. But this time,
yeah, absolutely.
This time it's been really dominant and very clean.
Yeah, sometimes he's shaky, but you know he almost always finds a way to pull it out anyway. This time, just clean, dominant, everything. He lost the water, and he was prepared to recover from it. No big deal for him.
Yeah, it was very, very good for sure. It was really, really good. So, well, Mr. T West, I'm going to with the snake, and I will be back to you in a moment. Okay?
All right. Thank you. Have a good interview with the snake. Make sure you ask him some good questions. Don't let him weasel out of answering.
I will see. I will see because he's hard when he did this kind of domination. You know, very hard. Okay. Be right back. Be right back. Okay. And well, and here we are with the Viper, and Mr. Viper. I hope that you hear me properly. How you doing? And first of all, congratulations.
I hear you fine, and thank you.
By the way, Mr. Viper, in general in the tournament, but in my tournaments, probably is the first time that you got, like, in my opinion, a super clean and a smooth series for the starting series. What do you think?
I mean, the result looks clean, but I think the performance was okay. Especially the first game, I think he had good chances there, but yeah, I'm still happy. The third game was pretty good. The two others were okay.
Okay. Can you explain a little bit more why you feel in the first game, Arabia, Franks and Mayans? Do you think Franks can be dominant? Mayans is still the better civ? I'm asking this because seems the Knights now got a better path in. What do you think in that one?
I think it's a close matchup, but I think Mayans is always favored. But yeah, it's a bit awkward with all those hills, and it's a bit harder to wall this Arabian map. So I think Franks have potential, but I mean, Mayans are Mayans, so it is what it is.
Yeah, but why you feel that you didn't play that well in the first one?
Just execution felt a bit off. Cold hands, so some misclicks, and you know, macro doesn't feel 100% on point. But I think decision making was still solid, so I was able to kind of steer it in a good direction, even though execution wasn't 100%.
Okay, and then in gold Ras, because when it was Indians versus Britons, we will say probably that Britons, yeah, but Hindustan is there. I feel that it's a better safe. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I mean, Britons are always dangerous if they get things their way, but yeah, Hindustan is. I felt quite comfortable just sitting back and waiting for Imp, kind of. But it's always if it gets the full control of the middle, it can be a bit difficult. Britons are always scary. I thought he would go up a little bit earlier, considering like Britons don't need that many vills to control the middle. That would have been a bit more difficult than. But in general, he put some nice pressure and whatnot. But with Hindustan, is you can kind of afford to take a little bit of damage as long as you get the thesis up and running. And yeah, considering I could pretty much play only skirmishers the whole game, it was fairly straightforward.
Okay, and then in the third game, I mean, 4 theses or 3 theses extra right away. Like, were you confident to know that with that approach, it would be the right one against a Mongols that was getting the water control?
I mean, you have to do something, right? Because it's almost guaranteed that Mongols will win water. So I felt like my best approach was just to snipe fish, go fast castle, and kind of adapt afterwards. And I got incredible value with my Galdis. Like, I kept sniping his fish over and over, so he never got that smooth food transition after winning water. So I felt then with adding the 3 TCs, I would have a solid window to just prepare economy, and yeah, I would be able to kind of react to whatever he wanted to do afterwards.
Okay, now I want to ask you about the 9 villages opening. I mean, how did you feel? Like, I don't know how much you have practiced, and it feels so different with the standard, or how did you feel with this, with the opening?
I mean, I like it. It's the same as Empire Wars. It's nice to have it in there. I mean, you pretty much skip 2 minutes of Dark Age-ish, something like that. It's not as extreme as Empire Wars, where you're like thrown straight into it, so you still have time to scout and react and make more strategy decisions. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's a little bit faster paced, and yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Okay, well, Viper, thank you so much. Congratulations. Do you know who you have to face if depend of the winner of the next series for the next week?
Yeah, I mean, this series was actually really important for me. If I lost, I would have to face Jordan or Doubt in the elimination match, and that would not be good. So yeah, it's Jordan or Doubt. But yeah, I did my job, so now I'll just have to wait and see what they do tomorrow.
Exactly. I know. I mean, I knew the answer for that. I knew that probably you know that. And actually, we have seen with this system that the higher seed, if you lose in the group stage, the brackets change completely for pretty much everyone. In all the tournaments we have seen. So it's very important.
Yeah. I'd imagine as well. I think they take over the seed, right? If they
exactly
will beat me, he will get seed 1, right? Yeah. So yeah, it can make it pretty wild. So yeah, I don't know how many high seeds are lost so far, but
none.
None. Okay, so we're keeping it the way it is. Let's just keep the seeds for the rest of the tournament. I don't mind.
Okay. You got some decent seeds. So, well, Viper, #1 seed in the tournament. Congratulations and good luck in the next week.
Thank you very much.
Take care, Viper.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.